So it's the morning of day 4, and we have removed the roof tin. So we're going to take a crack at removing the roofing infrastructure, which you can see here is really just the pole rafters and the supporting end pieces, and then once that's done, you can see the flooring of the attic, which is the ceiling, which are really just loose boards or planks that we can just take off and hand down and put in the truck. So those seem to be in pretty good shape. And once that's done, we're able to begin tackling the meat of the project, which is the wall logs themselves, and that's going to involve taking the top logs off one at a time. The higher logs, which also seem to be the longer logs, and as a consequence, the heavier logs, we ended up lowering those down one at a time by tying ropes to both ends and just lowering them down. And then the once we got down a couple levels of logs, we could start rolling them down, just taking them off and rolling them down, especially on the front and back.
Woo!
As we made progress, the smaller logs and the lower logs were a heck of a lot easier to handle. So we could literally just hand those down or roll those off, and it didn't take as much time. So once we got the upper logs off, things started moving pretty quickly.
So at the end of day 4, this is what's left of the front porch. Several logs rolled onto the front porch. The front door is gone. We have basically that back wall, and this side wall, half of this side wall, half of this back wall to finish up with. But the wall on the left side of the cabin by the chimney, and just this small little front wall, half of the front wall, they're smaller logs and closer to the ground. Used a couple of different methods today, thanks to Jorge, who's pretty good with a rope. We lowered down most of the, we'd tie a rope to both ends and just slowly lower down the top biggest logs. And then on the back, we actually set up the back and the front, we could set up a ramp of some 2x4s and kind of kick the log off and it rolled down. I think I've got a video of one of those. That was a little exciting, but those two methods seem to work pretty well without heavy equipment, of course. And I'd say the only bad news that we had today was I think one of the logs hit the under all this mess here, hit the cast iron stove and knocked the little door latch off. So we may have broken the stove, so that kind of stinks. But making progress and keep moving on. So until tomorrow.